So I've been a YouTuber for 5 years now, I think, give or take. And throughout all this time, I rarely talked about censorship. I mean, it would happen on the platform. Someone might get a community strike or two, and eventually they will get their channel shut down. This was not something that never occurred. But recently, I'm talking about it almost every single day or almost every single week, like someone else is getting banned off the platform. And this wouldn't be a big issue per se if at least there were some rules in place that people knew about, and if you break those rules, you get banned off the platform. If the rules were clear cut, I don't think a lot of people would be complaining because they will know, well, at least he broke the rules, and it's a system that's fair. But instead, it seems that the bar of what is to be allowed on this platform is getting lower and lower, to the point that if it gets any lower, it's going to reach China. I mean, if you would have asked me 2 days ago if anyone can be banned off the platform for playing Red Dead Redemption, I would say no, absolutely not. Like, feel free to play that game. But today, in fact, just 30 minutes ago, a gamer with 500,000 subs, right, 500,000 subs, gets booted off the platform. Why? Because he played Red Dead Redemption. What did he do? He punched a feminist in that game. Like, literally, he punched an NPC. Like, there is no victim to this crime. No person was injured, okay? He punched a thing that isn't even real. It is in a video game. But, of course, the mainstream media made a fuss about it. And you can watch my YouTuber friend Sargat of Akkad, and you can see his video on it, where he goes through the mainstream media article, and the journalists are hysterical. They're absolutely hysterical. There is no victim. No one got injured. It's fictional. Fiction, story, imaginary, not real. No one is it. No, of course not, right? They're livid. They're livid about it because, the problem is the ideology that was being upset here. They mocked the ideology. You're not allowed to mock. In every video I keep talking about, in communist Romania, and it's like, I can't help it. Look, I can't help it if I know the history of my country. And I know that in the USSR, the first person that Lenin's revolution killed was a clown. I'm not even making this up, right? Like, humor is the first thing that dies with authoritarians. That is the one thing that they hate the most. And it's like, okay, so one guy who's an entertainer, that's his job, okay? Like, there is no such thing like he's a gamer or he's a YouTuber. No, he's an entertainer. His purpose is to entertain people. His purpose is to make people laugh, right? And in order to accomplish his job, he plays a video game and punches that NPC. And because he did that, apparently journalists got livid. They write articles about it, and he gets banned off the platform. Now, it's from my understanding, maybe this information is wrong, but it's my understanding that he didn't even get a community strike. Just his channel got deleted because of those articles. Like, come on! Are there no more rules on this platform? Like, can we not at least get a warning? I understand that YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki made a public video where she urges the European Union to reconsider Article 11 and Article 13. Because if those article passes, according to her, people from Europe would not be able to upload videos anymore. And she is concerned about the hundreds of thousands of jobs from YouTubers in Europe, right? So the YouTube CEO is concerned about people like me, for example, and people like Shirako. Now, don't you think that not giving them a warning affects their livelihood? They're still human beings. They're still relying on this income. It's one thing when you're a small YouTuber and you can do this part-time, like you have less than 100,000 subs, and you can afford doing YouTube 2 or 3 hours a day. But when you reach the number of 500,000 subs, you need to do it as a full-time job. There is no other way. Sometimes you even need to hire a crew. You have people that you need to pay. You have taxes that you need to pay. And this is ridiculous. Like, if you're going to ban him, at least give him some warnings. Just take down that video, disable his ability to live stream or whatnot. I personally disagree with it. I don't think he broke any community guidelines. But, like, if you really feel that way, at least give him a warning. Send him a mail or something. Didn't YouTube instate this thing called limited state? Where you put a video that's not breaking the rules, you put it in a limited state. What happened to that? And they're not even using that anymore, right? Like, I don't feel... And the whole thing is about feeling safe on this platform. I don't feel safe on this platform anymore. I'm actually thinking about moving my other channel, my live stream channel, to a different platform. Because I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, like it happened the same to Ethan Ralph. Bam, banned. No strikes whatsoever. He didn't get even a warning about it. Just off the platform. No more TOS. No more rules. No more nothing. You're on this platform if you want to. If you don't want, if we don't feel like it, you're going to be booted off. Oh, and by the way, we're a platform. No, you're not. You're a publisher at this point. But here's the thing that really makes me upset about all of this thing, right? The guy is an entertainer, so he needs to provide entertainment. And when asked by Vox, because this is what kicked it off, an article, when asked, like, why did he do it, he said that you're probably expecting a political answer. No, I don't have any political answer. It was just when I was talking to the shopkeeper that NPC was interrupting me, and I thought it's funny to go out and punch it. Because it's not a woman. It's an NPC. It's fictional. Do you get this? It's in the mind. It's not an actual person. Jesus, journalists, calm the fuck down. They're like children. Like the only people in the world that can't differentiate between fact and fiction are children. Oh, and crazy people. You know, maybe they're schizophrenic and they're hearing voices, but no, that character is not real. Oh, Dios mío, I can't believe I need to explain this. Jesus, like, we actually got into insanity land. Like, how deep in the rabbit hole can you be if grown men can't tell the difference between an actual person and an NPC, a fictional thing? You know, maybe they're taking that NPC meme a little bit too seriously. Like, calm down, it's just a joke, seriously. Oh my God. But anyway, right, so obviously he got, his video got a lot of views. Like that should have been the question. Like why is that ideology so unpopular among gamers? Huh? Maybe that ideology did a thing or two to gamers to upset them so much. But then, the argument is like, oh, so gamers are violent. It's literally the Jack Thompson argument that I thought we put to rest. Like there are studies that show that video games doesn't produce long-term violence. Sure, you can play a video game like League of Legends or Dota, and you can get angry and flip a table or, smash your fist into the table. But that happens with people who play poker. That happens with people who play soccer. It's like they get angry for the moment and then it passes. Now, they're not going to go in real life and do shit unless they're a crazy person. But, I'm reading this from Vox, right? And they're talking about punching a Nazi. Like they're perfectly fine with punching Nazis, and you can say, well, yeah, but Nazis are a violent ideology. It's okay to punch them. How do you know they're a Nazi? Who decides that? Seriously, who makes the decision? Who makes the decision that they're actually being fascist? The person on the street? Are they just looking at it and it's like, oh yeah, this is a member of the National Socialist German Worker Party? Yeah. They're the ones that are advocating for violence. And it's not even in a video game, right? Like they're advocating for real world violence. They're wondering, is it okay? Let's get a person that's an ethics professor to enlighten us if it's okay to punch other citizens, and they're complaining about, oh my God, someone punched a fictional character in a video game, and that person gets deplatformed from YouTube. He loses his livelihood because of it. They don't fucking care. These journalists, like, honestly, like, they constantly wonder, like, why people don't like journalists anymore. You just made a guy lose his job over a joke. How do you want me to like you? In what way do you think I will support something like that? Even if it was the other way around. If Breitbart would have got, some feminist to lose her job because she played a video game, I would have been just as outraged and as livid. This is unacceptable. And, obviously I'm doing this video to raise awareness of this issue. Like, the guy's name is Shirako. I don't even know if he endorses what I said here, but I haven't followed him. I haven't watched it in a while. I hope that people are going to raise awareness and maybe he's going to get his channel reinstated, because this is unacceptable. So you're telling me that at any time the mainstream media is going to pick a YouTuber and is going to write a hit piece on them, the YouTuber is going to get booted off the platform? Like, is this the new standard now? Because if that's the case, I'll stop reading YouTube's TOS and I'll go and start reading the mainstream media. Apparently, I need to keep up to date. I need to ask Vox what is acceptable and what isn't in current year. Please give me a list of things so that I know not to get booted off my platform. Like, a lot of people treat this as a job. It's like getting fired, literally. That's what it is. It's like going to your workplace and the next day you're fired because someone wrote an article. It's insane. Anyway, I'm a little bit upset. Like maybe I was a little bit hot under the collar in making this video, because I genuinely wanted to be a little bit more composed and a little bit more less angry, to be honest. But seeing this day after day how journalists are just going after YouTubers and YouTubers are losing their livelihood, it's upsetting. And over a joke. Over a joke. And I keep saying this as a joke, but every single day it's becoming more and more true. I genuinely think that there is a big hole in the market for someone to sell insurance to comedians. Don't laugh, it's actually a thing. Like, a doctor who does 1,000 surgeries per year, eventually, due to human error, he is going to botch one. Like, it's impossible, right? It's not that he means it or not, it's just statistically speaking, human error will come into play. And when that happens, well, he needs to have insurance, doesn't he? So the patient who suffers the injury can have the money in order to be able to hire someone else to fix it. So I think it's the same for comedians. Like, comedians say over 1,000 jokes a month. It's due to human error. At one point, he's going to say something that's offensive and is going to upset people. And it would be a good thing if they can have insurance so that they have some money until they find a new job or something. Unreal. And not to mention, the fact that there is no forgiveness into this. Like, there is no compassion, no, nothing. Like, you don't get a chance to defend yourself. Once they deem you're guilty, you're off, gone, the end, c'est fini. There is no more else, right? There's nothing that you can do. It's a ban for life. It's not even a ban for a year. It's not even a ban for a month. No, ban for life, period. And you can say, well, you can go to another platform. Yeah, you can go to somewhere like Gab, and then the payment processors take it down because, someone else on Gab, that's not even you. Like, some other person did something, and they're getting taken down. And I'm wondering how long until they go for the other platforms. It is a horrible system. Like, people need to start talking about it. Honestly, like, a conversation needs to be had regarding this, because it's not going to stop. It's just going to get worse and worse. So if you're a subscriber, like, I know this doesn't personally affect you, and it's fine, but if you're another YouTuber, you need to start talking about this. Doesn't matter what you're doing, beauty blogging, ASMR, feeding parrots, I don't care. Like, you need to at least spend some time and talking about this issue. Because I know you probably don't like the other YouTubers, and they might have a reason for why they got banned. But the main issue here is the consistency. I mean, Logan Paul, who did that thing in Japan, didn't get banned off the platform. Meanwhile, a gamer with 500,000 subs manages to get banned. Like, where is the... Do you even know the rules? Honestly, because I personally don't. I don't anymore. I mean, yeah, there are some guidelines. I know, like, some vague things which apparently I need to follow. But I don't know, like, what exactly is going to get me banned. And not only that, what's even more interesting is there's no statute of limitation, right? So things that were okay years ago are not okay now. It's why I deleted a lot of my videos. Everything that was limited or no ads, I just deleted. I wanted to err on the safe side of caution. But again, like, I don't even know if this is going to help much. So, yeah, I'm definitely considering moving my live stream channel somewhere else. Maybe when BitChute has their live streaming service enabled, I'll probably consider them. Because again, like this, and something else is like, I noticed this a lot. You get banned from one place, other places ban you as well. Like, it's not even like, okay, I got banned from YouTube, I'm going to go on Twitch. No, you're probably banned on Twitch too. It's like, I got banned from YouTube. Well, I'll go on another place and use Streamlabs. No, Streamlabs banned you too. It's just, like, is this even legal? Like, the antitrust laws, no? Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll be reading the comments in the video.